to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do you think this is not being talked about? What do you think is the greatest threat to them? Do you think it's a lack of not knowing, or like a secret that's been just passed down where no one, it's like taboo where no one talks about it, or do you think that it's deliberately set up the way it is?
Mm.
And if it is, then what is it that they fear the most?
Well, I believe it's been deliberate. The things that are being told have been deliberately set like that because there is a group of people who want to be looked at as being superior to others.
Now you mean religious groups, institutions?
Well, no. Before the religious institution, there are people who want to be up on the top. They want to be looked at as being superior to others. In order to do that, those at the top have to put out things as historical, rewriting things to favor them, and try to eliminate. That's why Shirley MacLaine, a great actress and dancer, I think she was a dancer at one time, had said in a book, she wonders why these wars are going into like Iraq, and they like to get into Iran and other countries, because in those countries it is said that Jesus traveled there and there are records. Now, if those records are discovered and brought out to the public, then that's going to kill the church. See? And they don't want that to be known. So that's why the church leaders, they don't say anything when we go into wars. They go right in behind them, looking for these places where they might have these scrolls that they can find and either destroy. So the lies that are being told here will still be maintained.
Well, the museum in Iraq, which had a lot of historical things dating back to, the Sumerians, that during the war, it was looted.
Yeah.
The museum was looted,
Oh,
things
yeah.
were stolen or destroyed.
Sure.
While the United States military didn't protect it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Rumsfeld took a lot of heat for that, but they didn't really care.
I know.
But, yeah, if you're right, that was the intent, one of the intents of going into that country, then they knew something that most people around the world didn't. I mean, don't know. Didn't know.
Well, I know when I was watching something with the Pope one time, and it was right here. I think if people remember, there was an interview of the Pope. I forget what Pope it was. Maybe they have it here. But the camera was on the Pope. I think he was in bed. I don't know if that was one that was hurt or sick or what. And the camera slowly moved up over the head of the Pope. And there was I think the Black Madonna or Black Jesus. Then it came back down. I don't know if many people remember this. But here is something. About 15 years ago, Life magazine ran a photograph of the Pope in his private chapel. The Virgin and Child pictured on the wall of the chapel were black. Josephus, the Jewish historian, wrote that Christ was a man of simple appearance, mature age, dark skin, with little hair. Professor John Jackson wrote a book called Man, God, and Civilization. I think I have that book. Oh, it's upstairs. Echoes a similar view. In early Christian art, Jesus is almost invariably represented as black-skinned. The world's 16 crucified saviors in the pictures and portraits of Christ by the early Christians, he is uniformly represented as being black. A coin of Justinian II in the British Museum shows Christ with the same tightly curled hair as that of the earlier Buddhas. The Cambridge Encyclopedia says, quote, "Whatever the fact, this coin places beyond doubt that belief that Jesus was a Negro." Osiris, Egypt, BC 1350, from the Cambridge Encyclopedia, pages 107 to 108. Osiris was sun-rayed, his complexion was black, and his hair was woolly. He was included in a slaughter of the innocents ordered by typhoon, from which he, of course, escaped. His legitimacy was proved by numerous miracles. Some of his doctrines appear in the Book of the Dead. The number of his disciples was 10. He was crucified on the vernal equinox. He descended to hell, where he remained 3 days and nights to judge the dead, and rose again and ascended bodily to heaven, from the Cambridge Encyclopedia. Mohammed was black. I'm trying to find the other. The founding fathers of Christianity were said to have been black. Tertullian, first of church writers who made Latin the language of Christianity, was said to be black. Origen, Clement, Cyprian, bishop and martyr, St. Augustine, all were said to have been black. Why aren't they teaching this? I mean, people don't have to believe it, but at least research and do your research. Stop accepting what's junk that's out here. They're putting out to the people.
Yeah, definitely recommend looking into this. This is really interesting that I would like to look into it myself.
Like I said, all you have to do is Google it or go to YouTube, and put in what they never told you in history class. The person by the name of Indus, I-N-D-U-S, Comet Kush.
Spell that for them.
The middle name, the Indus is I-N-D-U-S.
K-H-A-M-I-T.
And Kush is...
Last name is K-U-S-H.
Right, Kush. But I went on the YouTube or Googled it, and it's there, the book.
Check it out.
But it's a very, 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 very good book.
It's been an interesting episode. And who do you think is behind most of covering it up? Which religious faction?
Well, here in the Western, you can see it's Christianity, because they don't talk about this. They know. The Pope knows it. The Pope knows all about this.
I'm pretty sure.
They have it in their records, but they don't talk about it. They've started lies. They started the lies, and they have to keep it going. They can't change it now. It would destroy the church.
I feel that a lot of this also has to do with the monetary system.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, sure.
Because the church, centuries ago, even maybe thousands of years, have been a form of government, the church and state, where they were the sense of like government, where they took money from the people as a tax from the people. So in a sense, the church was also, a business. And for them not to bring out certain things in the book, like you had mentioned in the previous episode with reincarnation, if they knew that, you're responsible for your own sins and actions, then people would say, why do we need to go, why do we need you?
Right.
But I guess maybe they took that out, maybe have them come to the church, think the church can repent.
Confession and all that stuff to a person who's not perfect himself.
But the fact that these things were taken out by certain kings and certain people were because of monetary incentives.
Oh yeah.
How are we going to get money from the people? And like you said, the thing is, lie has been
perpetuated down throughout the centuries, and they don't know how to change it now.
But and I always feel the monetary system is a big
of course,
play
big factor,
down factor in our human species.
You're right.
The biggest thing holding back the human race.
Yep.
Well, I guess that'll wrap up.
Yeah. Okay.
Episode number 16.
Oh, the next one hopefully will be a slide lecture. The screen is back here. I've got it folded up. Dealing with universal revelations from the triangles of the Great Pyramid. You might find it interesting. Why those triangles? What they represent.
Look forward to that. Alright guys, as usual, thanks for watching, and please leave us comments, and subscribe if you could, and email it to others, so we can get the word going out there, start up some discussions, see where it goes. For Adrian and Bernard, thanks.
Take care.